Sacramento Metro Real Estate Market. J. Emerson, Broker, DRE number 1788488. Dear Builders. Data is through August 18, 2025. Emerson Real Estate. Caveats. Home builders bear risk in their efforts for profits. Without adding value to blank parcels, homes wouldn't exist. Builders must get permission from government entities. No fees, no permits. Once permitted, builders start the process. If timed incorrectly, builders can lose money. If costs are high, prices must be higher. Government entities, always, introduce costs. Government entities, may not, share risk. Government entities, sometimes, demand profit sharing. I will even talk about the plank in my eye, compensation. Costs diverted. Home builders divert risk and costs in these ways. Integrate HOAs to manage development. Ad infinitum. Fees don't go down. Include Melrose assessments to pay for commerce, roads and infrastructure. For decades. Install solar panels to appease government grifters and lessors. For decades. Record private transfer fees to appease the EPA. Again and again. Appease the grifters. Again and again. Extract money out of buyers and sellers. Again and again. But not the first sale. Builders are motivated to include these. HOA fees. Amenities and utilities in a development drive some fees. HOA management drives some fees. Errors and omissions insurance drives most fees. Your HOA can foreclose before anyone. Builders are motivated to include these. Melrose. Melrose assessments are difficult to ascertain. Mello and Ruse found a creative way to get around Proposition 13. Let's call it a fee, so they don't catch on. They'll never catch on. Sure, we all want roads and schools nearby, but property tax? Builders are motivated to include these. Solar panels. MLS data can be used to tally houses with panels. Terms are to be learned in buyer investigations. Owned solar is different from leased solar. Leases for solar panels can have exorbitant fees and payoffs. Written into the chain of title. 20 to 30-year lease terms are common. $20,000 plus payoff, escrow killer. Maintenance and visits are extra. True cost and benefit are obscured by subsidies. These leases and leasing companies are frequently crooked. What happens when technology advances? Who inspects panels and systems for buyers and escrow? Builders are motivated to include these. I have yet to meet anyone who is glad they got solar panels. Private transfer fees. Catch-all for miscellaneous fees. Hidden in the chain of title. EPA demands recurring fees for critter preservation. Vernal Pool Ferry Shrimp, 95747. Second and subsequent sales, not the builder. Fees go to a black hole. Builders are motivated to include these. Property taxes. After all of these, we are still mandated to pay property taxes. Or risk foreclosure. Agent compensation. You have the right to hire or not hire any agent. Agents represent and charge their clients for the conveyance of a real property. Lawyers will be feeding on dual agents. Get your own agent. Good agents are good at these things. Understand the client's desired outcome. Establish strategy and manage processes for a successful outcome. Negotiate for the client's desired position. Prepare and educate the client and their family. Help prepare the client's funding and/or property for the agreed position. Capture and advertise the client's house and property. Research and advise on client's target houses and properties. Understand and describe the relevant market for the client. Advise on the risk and leverage in all decisions. Constantly improve agents' and clients' performance. Administer transactions that achieve clients' desired outcome. Builders are motivated to, not pay, a buyer's agent. How your agent gets paid is for a personal conversation. Call me. 916-517-9606. Final thoughts. Builders are important and quality is improving. Although fees and diverted costs erode affordability for buyers. Don't ignore your title report, HOA docs, tax bill, and lease agreements. As an advisor to my clients, I won't keep my opinion quiet. Who tells you what you may not do and what you shall pay? Federal imposes rules and fees. State imposes rules and fees. City and county imposes rules and fees. Lender imposes rules and fees. HOA imposes rules and fees. Builders pass it on. Your broker for life, J. Emerson. Emerson Real Estate.
By the way, I'm never too busy for your referrals.